Done it again, and I've done it again. I put the wrong fucking thing on again. I haven't done a show in about a week, so yeah, let's let the chat build up. But oh yeah, I fucked it up. Jazz has fucked it up. He's put the wrong fucking thing on again, and he typical mate. Ain't done in a week. Bit rusty, and I'm a bit rusty. Join in the chat, you lazy lot. Let's discuss what's gone on in this 6-goal thriller. I've got Johnny Walker Black Label. I finish off the bloody Bacardi. Come on, you naughty boys, join in. Come on, come on. It's finished. West Ham United 4, Brentford 2. A 6-goal thriller at Upton Park, London Stadium. So let's join in the chat. Let's see what's going on. You naughty people are in the chat now. You naughty people are in the chat. Jazz has had a week off. I've had 2 days in the country mansions in Hampshire and Sussex and a lovely spa. Been relaxing and I ain't done a show in a week. And yeah, welcome back. 6-goal thriller. Lots to talk about. Moyes out straight away, you naughty people. Straight away, mate. Bolo's in there. Bolo's blazing with his comments. He's straight in there. Great game by Kudus and Paqueta. Lots to talk about, everyone. And lots to talk about, including... We always say football is a... let me sort the fucking screen out. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. We always say football is a 11-player game or squad or whatever. Fucking hell, but listen, Paqueta comes back. It's day and night. One player. That is astonishing. And I think that's a bit embarrassing as well for the manager and the squad to be relying on one person like that. Where if he doesn't play, all the whole team sleeps. They don't win in 7-8 games. And even now, they just about got over the line. Not just about, but, 4-2 doesn't really tell the story. I think we were okay, fairly comfortable in the game. But is it really healthy to rely on Paqueta that much? It's not good, is it? I don't think it's good. And Liverpool has kind of Salah and Nunez missing. They won the cup yesterday. But listen, 6-goal thriller against a team that's a bit of a bogey team like Brighton. So I'm really, really happy. Bit of the clouds lifted above my head, We're not going to talk about... Well, we will talk about Moyes. We will. It's very important that we do because he's in and around. It's very important. But very, very happy Paqueta's back. He started, let alone be on the sub. When he came off, did you see the emotion that Moyes showed him? I ain't seen that since he used to snog Lingard in the showers. He gave him a little hug. I don't see Moyes doing that to anyone. How much emotion does Moyes show towards any of his players? Fucking nothing. Ben Rama used to come off. He used to probably chuck things at him like, get out of here. Right? Ooh, Paqueta. I don't know. Which cuddle do you think Paqueta enjoyed more? Do you think the Pep cuddle or the Moyes cuddle? Depends on what kind of aftershave they both wear. I don't know, but let's go into the chat. Oh, you naughty people, you still on the Moisey out, mate? Johnny, oi boy. Johnny Walker Red Label here. No, is it Black Label? No, Red Label here, mate. Moisey out. I know, it's embarrassing, I think. And even more, it tells you we should have done more in the window. And I still say it. You get a striker up front in the team that played today, you do so much even better. And defense is poor, especially in the middle. I don't care what you guys think. Emerson scored, I get it, but we've got issues at the back. Souček was missing. I didn't think Souček didn't do anything in the whole game. Lots to improve on. You look at the league table, and if we'd done well in the squad, we've done well in the transfer window, everyone. We should have had 7th spot, 6-point cushion in 7th, 6-point cushion above the team in 8th. If we'd done everything that we all thinking as amateur fans, which Moyes wasn't. Yeah, you get a striker in there, you provide competition for the back four. Souček in and out. Souček didn't do nothing for me. Missed a great chance when he was 0-0. That was a shocking miss. Lots and lots of room for improvement. It's because we analysed the game as mere amateurs. I get that, but listen, we've got some good people in the chat who know a lot about following West Ham over the years, and I'll still go. Yeah, 7th spot. We should have had that 6 points ahead of the 8th team, done and dusted. Because it is a kind of a poorish Premier League. You're a really good top 4. And then after that, everyone's just in and out, not really that consistent. So now you look at the table, we're eighth, we're joint seventh with Brighton with a poorer goal difference, and fucking didn't want to ship those 2 goals. But Mopé, has Mopé got 2 goals in the last 200 games, and they're both against West Ham, and then something happened at half time. He's gone into the referee's room. Nolan's got involved, and they've had a bit of a hand. And Mopé does this in every game, and it's becoming a bit of a concern in teams, and he's getting a bit of a reputation, I think, Mopé. It's all good to have a little bit of that, but it's becoming a bit embarrassing. I think he had a fight with Pep, didn't he, in the City game? They had to doing really, really stupid stuff, and he reckoned he was going to get back in the game at half-time, Mopé, giving all that, yeah, all right, and then bloody Nolan was going to give him one anyway. Wazim's in the house, Wazim, mate. Yes, that is what I was thinking, mate. First half, even when we got 1 or 2, absolutely bang on, mate. Fucking bang on, Wazim's always thinking what I'm thinking, mate. Definitely right, mate, on that one. Yeah, what it is, it's just so frustrating, Montana, that we all know that it's a good foundation, it's a good team, but we blatantly know where we need to improve, and there's another window gone. Just Calvin Phillips wasn't really what we needed, was it? And yes, again, hands up, I was happy when Calvin Phillips signed, but I kept thinking we're going to get 2 more players in. That's why I celebrated the Calvin Phillips. I didn't know that that's the only guy going to come in. Then I would have said, hang on a minute. You know, I thought there's going to be a winger coming in, a striker, or at least someone to help out the back four, around the four. You know, we need help in the back four. Agar didn't play. I ain't got no time for him. Souček was shit. But Paqueta was, oh my God. And the more I look at him, the more I see him dominate, the more I see him click our team into action, the more he ain't going to stay beyond the summer, is he, everyone? But I kind of old enough to think if he's going to go, he's going to go. Shame. You know, if the club ain't going to have match his ambition for top 4, top 5, top 6, it's up to him. But 85 million release clause, we'll see what happens, mate. We'll see what happens. Yes, John, but like you said, John's still lots of things not to be happy about. Really happy we won. The big cloud lifted off my head. We're 8th in the league, joint 7th with Brighton. And yes, we want the Brighton manager in, but we also have to think we're same as him. But the way I look at it, the Brighton manager doesn't buy the players. He doesn't have a say. He's a coach. I know they've sold a lot of players for a lot of money, but they rarely spend that money. And we've got a lot of players that are expensive, you know. 85 million Paqueta's worth. Bowen's worth 60, 70 million. Kudos, you'll say, is worth 60, 70 again. We've got a lot of players in our team. I mean, Ward-Prowse is 30 million. Agurd is 33 million on the bench. Zuma was 25, 30 million when he came in a couple of years ago. Areola's on 150k, 125k a week. It's a very expensive team. And how dare David Moyes say in the morning, is what does West Ham fans want? Do they want blood? I hate those comments. Why is he kind of talking down West Ham, belittling Little West? Why is he doing this shit when 60,000 loyal fans most often than not every single game? And the issue is Sullivan. Deep down, the issue is Sullivan. He has spent money on paper. When you look at the money teams have spent, we're in the top 10 in the world or UK, whatever. We're up there in terms of money spent. But I think, having a long thought about it, I think Sullivan, until Sullivan leaves the club, there's going to be a couple of things that are never going to go away. The fans that never came to London Stadium with that move, they'll only come back once Sullivan goes, right? And we will only forgive Sullivan for what happened leading up to part until he's gone. That's always going to be there. It's a cloud. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. When Sullivan leaves, along with most of his family, that cloud will be lifted, and then we can concentrate more on the new owner, fresh manager in. Moyes, I don't listen. Lovely win today, but I can't see Moyes as a long-term project. Got nothing personal against him. I just think he doesn't get it, and it's the transfer windows with me. It's the way he doesn't want to buy players. It's painful. I think Tim Stighton definitely wants to buy players. Moyes doesn't want to buy players, or not as often as we would like. Sullivan's interfering. He'll always... Danny Ings got to be, as an example, top of my head, Danny Ings has got to be Sullivan signing from his track record. That's just an example top of my head. A very, very expensive example. 125,000, what is it, 17, 16 million we paid for him. And until that doesn't fix itself, we get young people in, owners who understand the true structure of modern football, which is the owner keeps his nose out of it. You get a proper director of football panel, transfer panel. You get a young manager, and whether that manager is a coach, I don't mind that. I don't mind that either. If the manager understands that he's not going to buy the players, because it works a lot of clubs abroad, I don't have an issue, long as everyone knows where they stand and what their jobs are. It's the problem where Tim Steiten wants to buy younger players, Moyes wants to buy older players, Sullivan wants to buy a striker, which is agents. That ain't gonna. That how many times I keep telling you, the car that goes down a road in three different directions or without wheels ain't gonna go anywhere. And that's the problem we've got. We have spent the money, right? We do have a big ground, but there's problems with revenue. Kieran Brady, fucking Brady, that cow. She doesn't get enough revenue. The shirt sponsorship deal's poor. The shirt manufacturers, Umbro, we need a fucking break from them. It's a joke. The ground, half the revenue ain't ours. There's a lot of problems like that probably ain't going to be solved till the new owners come. Kotensky wants more control. These are the things that I've been flying about last week that I haven't discussed with you. Sorry about going on a sideways tangent. Let's get back in the chat. I mean, today obviously it was back to normal, wasn't it? Paqueta came back in, pulling all the strings and all that. Bowen, big smile on his face. Kudos had that little bit of a chip on it, the little suave that he's got. But I'm just saying, because of one player, this is not healthy. This is not healthy that one player has this much of an effect. And the defence is shit. The defence is appalling. This is a game we were doing, relaxing in, quite easily doing well, and then even two goals given away in a game we relatively were comfortable in. It's not good enough. It's fucking not good enough. Hello, sir. I thought he's all right. I thought he's looking for the ball. He's instrumental in the middle. Everyone you get the ball to him. Few tricks. I thought he'd done all right. The least he did, if you did notice, is he takes markers with him. He takes players away from the other and then creates more space for the other people. You got to watch that as well. But welcome, mate. Listen, it's more expensive than Bacardi, mate. Bacardi's probably the cheapest drink out there. 12, 13, 15 quid. I've got red label the blue label in there, lad. And then my son got me the Macallan 12, innit, John? That's about, that's like 70 quid a bottle, isn't it, mate? Might use it shampoo one of these days, lad. It gets more frustrating, Bolo Blazer, because the way we won, the way we set up, the way we know we can play, it's more frustrating that he doesn't understand this is the way to set up. I thought we were just going to sit back. But again, today shows you set up in the right way, with the right positive attitude, home crowd, how to get them buzzing on a Monday, miserable day as it's been cold and windy and gusty. You got to go at them and don't be scared and believe in the name West Ham, believe how strong we are, how big we are, and that's the way I want us to be brave. I want us to be, and don't ever forget, we don't know how we're going to win things. That's not in our hands sometimes, a lot of luck, but sport is entertainment, entertaining the fans, the children. The children should be excited to see strikers, goals, people like Paqueta, Bowen. Imagine Bowen on the wing, Kudos on the wing, Maddison in the middle, someone like that, and a striker up front. You get even more out of the team. You get even more. And then obviously we have fucked up in the back four badly. It's the oldest defence in the whole Premier League. Second oldest team in the whole league, probably one of the slowest, and now there's rumours, everyone, that we are one of the shortest in height. A lot of fucking issues that need fixing. If a new manager comes in, I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know. I'm going to sneeze in a minute anyway. 1 minute. One more. I'll do it in hat tricks. I do. Hang on. All right. What's the next comment? Nah, not me. Not for me. But respect your comment. Absolutely, my mate. Do you reckon? Really, John? Because what I was seeing is not really, that's a really bad miss, and then he wasn't really involved. And when Brentford certainly scored the first goal, he could have closed the space a bit more, because they're kind of Their winger, the one a lot of clubs are after. Do you remember? His name is, where's he gone? Lewis Potter. He had a lot of space, didn't he, for their first goal? No one was there closing it down, anything like that, mate. Pam's in the house. Pam's in the house. Pam. Yeah, like you said, Pam. Really happy today. My son's gone to the game. I told him to bring me chicken burger home. Let's see what if he does that. But yeah, really happy. But even more frustrated at how we know the foundation is there, isn't it, Pam? If only we keep adding properly without Tim and David, the two Davids fighting with each other and which direction we're going, we could do so much better. And I still think, Pam, with the right window, the right way David Moyes sets up, we could have been in 7th spot, which is the European lowest spot you can get, which we would take any day to be 4 years in Europe. 6-point cushion over 8th, I think. You know what I mean? Yeah, John, they were all talking about the Liverpool-Chelsea game, I remember, when I put the channel on, mate. They were just talking about that for ages with Klopp and 10th trophy and all those things going on last. I think they're still in there, mate. They weren't really interested in that game, were they, mate? Yeah, okay. Blin Lounge, how you doing, mate? Lovely name. Okay, I have got mental block against some players. Like, I can't stand Agerd. I can't stand Antonio. Suchek's in that. Suchek's in that, as you know. So maybe it is because of that. So I respect that. I don't know. Really, I don't notice him much. But listen, I respect your views, and maybe I need to look at it again. Is he? Is that how bad we are? Shit. Is he really? What, more than Kudos? Oh, you mean Bowen Kudos? And okay, cool. Coming out with all the stats you lot. The only bad thing, everyone, is I sold all the West Ham players for my fantasy football league team. Bowen's gone. Kudos is gone. I got angry. And then one of the guys at the top in my league, I think he was on 17 points, Bowen, wasn't he? Got to get a couple of bonuses and that, didn't he? Yep, Paul. Paul Smith, I love your fashion brand, mate. Paul Smith is there, everyone. Famous fashion brand guy. Definitely agree with you, Paul. And we've got to catch up. We've got to catch up soon, mate. 2 great saves. What is Montana? These stories are just going to change from kind of website to website, source to source. It's all going to change, and let's just take a game at a time. Moyes' comments about it's in my hands. I've been given a very odd comments, very peculiar, very odd. I mean, the board is playing with fire if they do that, you know. The board's already made a mistake because they should have decided in the summer whether to keep him or not. They should have decided then. The mistake has happened where he still hasn't got a contract, and we all agree, all other clubs, all media pundits, we all agree it's a fucking... and it's Sullivan again. It's Sullivan again running the show. The board is half his family. This is not the way. You should have had the balls to give him a contract if you believe in him, or you let him go. Simple as that, mate. We can't do that, Montana, because his clause in the contract's 85 million. We can't get more than 85 million, I don't think. So, yeah, that's the problem, mate. Kudus. Oh, yeah, I keep getting told off for that, don't I? Kudus. Oh, I'm really bad. I'm not going to get it. Kudus or Kudus. Ah, see, I'm so bad. Even Zuma's like, my son watches him live and he said, Dad, his knees look really inflamed and he doesn't look right. His legs don't look right. They look damaged under a car crash. And he's a car crash waiting to... I am surprised how many games he's played and that he passed that medical when he signed for us. But I think that's about it for him. And you can't be relying on Oggy and him, and Kofal's over 30, Emerson's over 30. And listen, Areola, I'm still not decided on him. I'm still not decided on Areola. A lot of good saves, but the fact that we... Listen, I do understand clean sheets are very hard to get these days. Only Arsenal get 1 or 2. I get that, but it's just... Sometimes you can see we're not that clever defending. We're not that clever. It won't work because Moyes is an old style manager who believes in certainly control in terms of transfers. So he will not go down that route. He's very old school, mate. So someone young like the Brighton manager, Potter, I don't agree, but even Potter had to do the same thing at Brighton and some of the other players, really. The latest rumours on Alonso, everyone, is that that Liverpool, it's not guaranteed that he'll go Liverpool. Bayern are going in for him. So that'll be an interesting battle for Alonso between Bayern and Liverpool. It's quite funny that it's a long time in many years. Someone's telling me 15, 16 years that Bayern are not going to win any league or any cup this year. It's just Tottenham, Harry Kane curse on Bayern Munich. It's hilarious. You could make it up. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely, Blin. Absolutely. When we win, let's enjoy it, mate. There's enough depression around, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of agree with you, mate. No, he did. He was just, I think it's just him being there. It cheered everyone up. Bowen was smiling. You could see on the players' faces, certainly attacking end, it makes a difference. It definitely made a difference, mate. Definitely. I think, definitely. Yeah, definitely, mate, Cosmos. Yeah, I still don't get the Suchek thing, mate, like you. I don't get it. Yeah, that's it, matey. Epic's in the house, Epic, ye. Really? Not even today? That's interesting, Epic. Really? That's... You might have to go and see the doctor then. Like, I haven't gone that far yet, but yeah. No, you got to have a little bit. You got to be a little bit happy today. A little bit all right. But if you're not happy tonight, I would suggest you go and see the doctor. I don't want you going depression, Epic, mate. You know, it's not good. It's not good. That's it, matey. Now we got Corky. What a name, Corky the lad. Yeah, he is Corky. Welcome anyway, mate. Listen, I told you I got mental block on Agard, on Suchek, on Antonia. Oh, yeah, I'm full of hate, mate. Chicky burger, mate. I actually went to really bad. I had to do something in town, and the particular town I went to, Taco Bell was there. Is it Wing Shack or something? What's the one, Wings or something? God, that queue was out the door. Wings or Wing Shack or something? That was out the door. I went to Taco Bell, got a chicken burrito and those seasoned chips. That was not bad. That's all right. Glenn's in there. Come on, West Ham. Glenn's from the Upton Park days. Yeah, and the whiskey drinkers. I think it's what they call is a release clause. So if you bid 85 million, then the club can't do anything. You have to let the buying club speak to Paqueta, and if they both agree a package, it's 85 million. So that's what we're told. That's what we're told, mate. Yep, that's it, mate. Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? That's about it. Unless sometimes been known in history, the player's so nice, he kind of does a new contract to get 110. Like if he's really in love with the club and the fans and really thinks he owes them one and that his market value as a clause ain't fair. So it's that kind of thing where two-way agreement where you let me go. So there might be an agreement where Paqueta will say, I'll play next season like bit of rice, I'll play next season, but then put the clause in 100, 110, and then but then that might piss off Man City, so I don't know. But this is what can happen, where you verbally agree you will let the player go, and in return you up the little amount again. It has been shown. Yep. I mean, a lot of you, Kevin, a lot of you understandably will say the things we're watching out for is obviously Zuma's not been at it, right? And next to Zuma is still questionable. Mavropanos, Oggy, Agger, there's still an issue there. And I'm still undecided on Areola. I don't care what you guys say. I'm still undecided on him. I get he's a very good shot stopper. But kicking out, he's all right as well. But it's the crosses, isn't it, everyone? The corners, the crosses, he don't come out. He's stuck to his goal line. He doesn't command it. It doesn't look like Phil Park's comfortable Ludo. I know Ludo's up and down in the Premier League. I get it. Very good in the lower division 1 and 2. But that's my concern. And what does Ward-Prowse offer apart from he's not getting that many assists recently either in the fancy, although he did get a goal, didn't he, 4 or 5 games ago? What else does he offer? Souček's a concern. Alvarez, no problem with him. We need a striker. So there's still 3-4 things. If you've got 3-4 things you're not sure about, and then Bowen, Paqueta, one or two of the others is pulling the whole team that way. Kudos, sorry. It's not healthy that Bowen, Kudos, and Paqueta carry the whole team on their backs. It's not good. Antonio's 33. I don't know what you guys want out of him. He's done nothing. That's it, mate. Wingstop. Yeah. Popular, innit? We love going off tangent, don't we? You're absolutely right. I always get told off for it. Always get told off for putting Coke in all my spirits. I've tried to do it with I even bought this soda stream. I tried it with one of those soda, a fizzy soda water. Ginger ale is recommended with a lot of the whiskies. I don't know. I'm just not used. I think ginger ale might work for me. Yeah, I've got to keep trying with ginger ale. I think. I can't do whiskey and water. I can't. I can't do that. It's a bit rough for me. You're going to get that, Blin, when they're all over 30, mate, and the game's quite quick, innit, mate? Yeah, yes, that's it. That's it, mate. Is this curse a Tottenham curse? You can't have a chicken burger. I think what it is with Ward-Prowse is that at Southampton he was a CDM, wasn't he? And it worked. They're a club who are not that much pressure at that club. You know, Matthew Le Tissier played there, and Paul Merson done a really famous comment like a couple of weeks ago saying, how highly do you rate Matthew Le Tissier? Who, remember him, one of the most skillful players, you know? And he said, when you play for a top 4 and perform, the pressure is unbelievable. You don't play well for top 4, 2 games you're dropped. You play for Southampton and, dare I say, West Ham, slightly less pressure. Especially under Moyes, you can do whatever you want. You're going to stay in the team, aren't you? You're going to so many players at West Ham don't play well. You stay there all year. It doesn't matter. There's no one to come in, which is a joke, right? But you play for top 4. You play for Arsenal, Chelsea. Well, Chelsea are fucking around at the moment. City and all those lot of pressure there, innit? Especially City, lot of pressure there. So with Ward-Prowse, I don't want to play Alvarez, Souček and Ward-Prowse in the same team. I don't think that's healthy. I would swap one of them for a striker. You have to. You have to play a striker and take one of, well, for me it's Ward-Prowse or Souček. Souček for me. Today's team, take Souček out, put a striker up front, Bowen Kudus on the wings, play Paqueta in the middle if you want as a number 10 for now, and then Alvarez and Ward-Prowse in the middle. But me being really, really strict, really, really ambitious, what I would like to see in the future is, I mean, Paqueta ain't going to stay, but I would like to have Alvarez, Paqueta as the 2 CDMs, and then a Maddison type number 10 in the middle, Bowen Kudus either side, striker up front, younger back 4, and then I'm happy to have Souček and Ward-Prowse and Tony on the bench if you want. That's me being really ambitious and that kind of thing, really. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The only thing with that, I do understand that, is that... But then you got too many number 10s then, so you don't have to rely on Paqueta as being the number 10. Because he can be a CDM and a bit like Modric. I see Paqueta like Modric, where everything can go through him, but he's strong enough to hold on to it, strong enough to keep it ticking, play it left, play it right, get possession. But then you've got a Maddison type number 10 in front of Paqueta, with Bowen Kudus either side and a proper striker up front like perhaps Lanky. That's what I'm thinking. There's not many Maddisons out there, but you got to ship them out. That is what I'm thinking, everyone, and that's West Ham. And a younger... See, football ain't that complicated. I've solved all your problems there and then. He would have been in every fancy football league team. Le Tissier, because he was not a striker, not a midfielder, played in the hole, didn't he? And he some amazing goals on the volley. great. I think Chelsea came in for him, mate, and it didn't quite work out. And he loved the area, didn't he? Stayed there all his life. They looked after him financially. It's a lovely part of the world. I love going Hampshire, Southampton, Bournemouth. Harry lives there, as you know, with his $1 million houses. Lovely part of the world. I was actually one of the spa hotels I went to was in Hampshire. Lovely part of the world. Definitely, mate. It's like driving a car without wheels, playing football without striker. I'm traditional, mate, and I will never stop barking on about you need a strike. No, not for me. Not for me. No, I mean, I'm very jealous of the Tottenham manager. Very jealous of him. I don't want Potter either. Sporting Lisbon guy, Almiron, is interesting. Bloody Potter's showing me up, isn't he? I really wanted Potter at West Ham. He's struggling, and Potter's showing me up. Do you know something? I'm not saying I want him as West Ham manager, but I've got a bit of time for Silver at Fulham. I've got a bit of time for him. My son has a go at me saying, Dad, he messed up at Watford. No, I don't think he messed up. I think he messed up at Everton, didn't he? I think Watford's where he made his name, didn't he? Or didn't he? I'm getting confused now. Silver at Fulham, I don't mind him. I'm not saying become manager, but as a manager who's kind of got up and down, keep getting himself up into a job, I don't mind him. Who else is out there? Bournemouth manager, he's all right, isn't he? He's all right. I wanted Emery as well. Emery was there. We should have got him. We should have got Emery, Unai Emery. We should have got him. Missed that boat. I think you got to take a risk with a young manager, whether it's Carrick or someone who plays a West Ham football, attacking football. And what's becoming very prevalent to me is how managers quickly come outdated. Like you, I wouldn't want Conte now. I wouldn't want Mourinho now because they quickly become outdated. Mourinho's still trying to create that Chelsea team. How many times? He's not going to find a Drogba. He's not going to find a Lampard. He's not going to find a John Terry, the core. You're not going to get players like that ever. But these managers keep doing that and they're dated. Moyes is outdated in a lot of ways, right? You've got to find young, fresh managers. I like the Brighton manager. I like Zerbi. I like his enthusiasm. That's what I want my manager to be like, Zerbi, like upset like us, jumping up and down on the bench, really angry, in there. That's what I want from a manager. Really passionate. And you can say what you want with Brighton. I think Zerbi is high on my list. Yeah, I think Zerbi's on my list. Agreeing with me. No, he'll go. No, Sporting Lisbon, everyone goes, mate. It's too small league. Lovely part of the world, lovely country. Portugal, relax, one of the great countries to go to, especially if you like golf, which I don't. I mean, I don't say I hate golf, but I haven't got into it yet, but a lot of my golfing pals love going there. Yeah, but tell me, mate, what about Zerbi against him? Yeah, Zerbi. Slightly Zerbi for me, a little bit more, I think. Eddie Howe again been in the game a lot. Very, very safe hands, Eddie Howe. It was between Eddie Howe and David Moyes when Moyes came first time round. And I picked Moyes because of the experience. Because Eddie Howe had never managed a club back to go down. We're a big club. Going Bournemouth to West Ham is hard. And Eddie Howe made a few transfer window howlers. He actually bought Solanke into Bournemouth. And Solanke took 3-4 years to get to the level he's at now. So Solanke cost a lot of money. 1 or 2 other transfers for Eddie Howe didn't go well, and I thought, not sure about that. So, but yeah, I get what you mean, mate. I get what you mean. Yeah, I wouldn't say no. I mean, I like changes to show. I wouldn't say no, mate, but I just prefer Zerbi a little bit. I want a bit of a risk, a bit of an exciting risk I want. And he could be the one that just clicks with West Ham, and it doesn't, and you don't need a big name. You like Tottenham tried it, didn't they? Oh, let's have a look at the rankings of managers. Let's get Mourinho in. Let's get Conte in. It didn't work. You got it's the DNA, right? Bilic had a bit of it. Pardew had a bit of it. Harry had a lot of it. Bonds had even more than that. It's a bit that Zola had it, but Zola wasn't strict enough. I don't think Zola's the type to have a go at someone. So I know his number 2 was Steve Clark. And you might not agree. I mean, they were Chelsea boys, weren't they, them two? But we played some great football under Zola, but I don't know if he was too nice. I don't know. You just need that right chemistry, right? And the biggest chemistry you have to have to succeed at West Ham is playing football on the front foot, attacking football, risky football, ambitious football that gets people off their seats and let's go for it, which is what Brighton do. That's what you need. Yeah, he's all right, mate. He ain't going to go anywhere till he's paid off. Okay, fair enough, mate. Nah, no. I don't know about that, mate. We're right club size wise. We won a European trophy. We've been 6th or 7th more often than not last 3-4 years. I think you can get any manager out of any normal club outside the top 3, top 4 Berlin. And if West Ham don't have the ambition to get a manager out of Brighton, then you got to ask yourself questions, my man. Think about it that way. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits. It's been, I'm happy we've won, but again, being picky, we could have won a bit more of those games in the last 7 due to bringing fresher players in during the window and cemented that 7th place a bit more, which we haven't, and still a lot of question marks over Moyes, and the squad is pretty poor. Don't want to say it, but Paqueta is only 1 game away from pulling up again. It's just that kind of thing. And it's not healthy that one player's made that much difference. I mean, a lot of you in the chat saying he didn't do anything, but I think him just being there, standing up, lifted a lot of players around him, and we got shit defence. And Souček shit. A lot of issues, but we'll take it, and less interestingly follow the club every week and see where we end up, really. Just going to see the... That's it, mate. That's it. Thank you, matey. Thank you. Take care. And yeah, I'm going to call it, give your evening back to you, and we'll catch up. And yeah, I'm back now. So the Daily West Ham show will be back tomorrow, and anything else. So love you all. Have a great evening. Take care. 3 points for the Hammers.